Pero NC State. NC State.
NC State. A ver, venga.
Dale, cámbiala.
No, pero mínimo, nosotros somos 5'1".
Pero cámbiala y yo la tiro. Eso es lo que te estoy diciendo.
Pensaba que me estabas diciendo que la... Future Wolfpack.
All right. La mano arriba. There's no NC State. Wolfpack. Oh, dale, Wolfpack, Wolfpack.
Y todos aquí.
I thought that was Texas Longhorn. Come on, Karis.
Mary y yo hemos compartido tantas cosas juntas, desde momentos alegres hasta momentos tristes, desde logros hasta fracasos. Lo hemos hablado todo, lo hemos celebrado todos, sin importarnos la distancia. Nuestra amistad ha perseverado por más de 22 años y vamos a por más. Mary and I have shared so many things together. We have shared happy and sad moments, and moments of big accomplishments, as well as failures. We have talked about everything and have celebrated everything despite the long distance between us. Our friendship has persevered for 22 years, and we're still counting. Por eso, cuando ella me habló por primera vez de él, ya yo sabía que a ella le gustaba, sin haberse dado cuenta. Ella me decía lo divertido que es él, lo mucho que podía hablar con él, lo mucho que bebían juntos. Me recuerdo de la primera vez que lo conocí a él. Dije, wow, son tal para cual. Me encanta cómo se complementan. When Shelly talked to me about Eric for the first time, I knew she liked him without her realizing it. She was telling me how fun he was, how much she could talk with him, and how much they enjoyed drinking. I remember the first time I met him. I said, wow, they are meant for each other. I love how well they complement each other. Eric, a tu lado tienes a una mujer que es leal, cariñosa, bondadosa y paciente. Mari, a tu lado tienes a un hombre que es real, sincero, amoroso y que haría cualquier cosa por ti. Les deseo a ambos muchas felicidades y muchas bendiciones. Eric, by your side you have a woman who is loyal, caring, and understanding. Mary, by your side you have a man who is real, sincere, and loving, and who will do anything for you. I wish you both many blessings, happiness. I love you guys.
Woo!
Cheers. Salud.
Ante la responsabilidad la concluir aquel día luego que el no hubiera descansado. ¿Se lo aguanto? Aprovecho la ocasión para decirte aquello que día a día apenas pequeñas cosas que nos hacen llorar cuando nadie nos veía. Esos sentimientos que normalmente se dicen, pero que en realidad tampoco hacen parte. Las cosas más importantes que nos hacen falta decirlas, aquel día de los ojos de quienes de verdad quieren. Y tú ya sabes que en mi vida eres una de ellas. Hermano, sobre todo quiero que sepas que según pasan los años, tras mi broma, porque la vida al final te has recompensado, porque nunca te vas vencida y te levantas una y otra vez. Siempre a pesar de las adversidades, y más que nadie, has demostrado que te puedes levantar. Te he visto llorar, te he visto recuperar, buscar explicaciones a todo. Ha sido muchas las cosas que me han sentado junto a ti para mirarte, hacerte lo más y escucharte. Pero quiero que sepas que a pesar de la distancia siempre estaré contigo. Encontraste a un hombre que te sabe valorar, que te cuida, te respeta, el cual lucha contigo día a día, y sobre todo que te hace reír. Y eso me da mucha alegría. Él te está llevando mi más grande tesoro, a mi hermana, por la cual yo daría mi vida si fuera necesario. Mira, ama y respeta. Te deseo de su hija como hasta ahora. Hoy es el día de tu boda y quiero que sepas lo que eres que estoy yo contigo. Más que mi hermana, eres mi mejor amiga, mi confidente. Te amo con todo mi corazón. Tú eres más impulsiva, emotiva y un poco más sentimental. Pero cuando hablamos, nuestros ojos se ven el inmenso amor que sentimos la una por la otra. A pesar de que descubrimos, siempre estamos la una por la otra. Y nuestro amor de nada, una de las cosas más valiosas que tenemos, por la que siempre debemos estar en nuestra atención. El día que me dice que fuera tu amigo, sentí el orgullo y la emoción más grande que pueda haber sentido. Solo te deseo que seas feliz y, como lo has sido hasta ahora, te amo con mi vida. Felicidades. Salud.
Yeah, right? Prepared, but over-prepared. All right, this might be a little bit long, so if you have to go to the bathroom or get a drink, feel free. I do not mind. All right. So to start, lo siento por los que no hablan inglés, pero este discurso está en inglés porque soy muy gringo. Right. There you go. I do my best. I do what I can. All right. So to get started, wedding's a pretty big deal. Obviously a very big day. And when you have a wedding, you have things like traditions and rules. And when we're talking about rules, there can be two different kinds. You can have written rules and you can have unwritten rules. And when we're talking about unwritten rules, there's many that people are commonly associated with. For example, don't wear white on the wedding day if you're a female and not the bride. It's just not a good look. You shouldn't be doing it. If you're trying to take it to the bride, not a good idea. And in general, you really shouldn't be trying to dress more exotically than the bride. And so what a lot of people don't realize is that actually applies to the male side as well. Like a lot of the brides get it, but really you're really not supposed to be out dressing the groom. You're not supposed to be looking better than the groom. You're not supposed to be stealing the show from the groom. And so Turk, I sincerely apologize. But on that note, I do want to say that the rest of the group that did a great job in that respect. So give them a hand. Way to go, fellas. You guys are terrible. So before we get moving, I do have a few people that we need to thank and acknowledge. Mostly to get started with the bridesmaids. Glory, Lisette, Maria, Yasmin, and Beth. You all look extremely exquisite tonight. You've done a fantastic job all weekend long, and frankly, you're making the groomsmen look better than we are. So thank you very much. Let's give a round of applause for the bridesmaids. And of course, you can't address you on that like tag without addressing the bride herself. Shelly, you are a stunning bride. You look absolutely beautiful. And and Herb. So at least got that personality, right? So I think we also need to thank Mary Kelly's parents, Norma and Edwin, for everything they've done to make tonight possible. Not just the planning, but raising a fantastic lady. Mary Kelly is extremely sweet, she's kind, she's warm, she's loving, an absolutely wonderful person, and I'm so happy to encounter her. And at the same time, I also have to give a little thank you to Pat and Dennis as well for raising a typically stand-up gentleman in Eric, but someone that I'm truly honored to be able to call a friend, and someone that I'm very happy to have in my life. And of course, thank all of you, everyone that came here tonight. You know, obviously this is a very special occasion, but it wouldn't have been as special if you all weren't here. So thank you for coming out, especially those that traveled a far distance. And with that, I'd like to give some respect to Grandpa Kyle for being 96 years old and driving. Alright, so for those who that might not know me, my name is Joe Southwell, and I'm honored here to be tonight as Turp's best man. Turp and I first met in August 2005 at Western Illinois University. You probably know it better as the Harvard of the Midwest. I was moving out there with two of my high school buddies, Ryan Winters and Greg Metzger, who are over there, also as groomsmen tonight. And we were moving into Thompson Hall, 14th floor, better known as T14. And that is where we met Turp. And so I think I need to clarify before I move forward. You're going to hear a bunch of names: Turp, Eric A. Turping, Fatter P, E-Rock, and my personal favorite, the Purple Package. But we're all referring to this pain in the ass over here. So Turp was also living on our floor. We met him quickly as, you know, he makes his presence known. He's very loud, he's outgoing, he's a good guy to hang around with. And quickly, you know, we took a shine to Turp. He became the country to our rock and roll. Where's that? Hold on, page 2, 1 second. So we bonded over freshman year, and actually as we were moving into our sophomore year, I had the pleasure of rooming in with her. We had bunk beds in probably a room that was maybe 14 feet by 12, and I lived with this guy for an entire year. And we bonded over things like video games, drunken video game playing, Led Zeppelin, asking why is that in the trash, where'd it come from, as well as common interests such as studying and not drinking before 21 years of age. So beyond that, we ended up living together for another year, our junior year, 3 years at Western Illinois. Of course, beyond that, we were still friends, but we were done living there. And I ended up moving back to North Carolina where my family was, assuming that my days living with her had come to an end. I was wrong. August 2011, in the middle of the summer, in the middle of workday, I'm working in Raleigh, North Carolina, and I get a call from this kid. He calls me up asking, how far away are you from Raleigh, North Carolina? I'm looking right out the window, like there's a guy, I'm like, pretty close, man, so don't worry about it. And he informs me that he's actually moving out there to stick with his 13th and final major change in college, and decided to pursue an education in nuclear engineering, which terrified me. So when he was explaining all this to me, he asked me again if I wanted to be roommates. And I had that shock factor. I was like, oh my gosh, can I do this again? But really, I told him I was unprepared. I needed some time to think about it, and I would get back to him. 20 seconds later, I gave him a call back, realizing I had this epiphany, like, oh, I could relive that college experience with a good buddy, and I get to move out of my parents' house. Like, I was sold. I had to do it. I had to get out of there. And so this actually led to us living for another 4 years in North Carolina. By the time we were done with our North Carolina apartment, Turp and I had spent 7 years under the same roof. And while we were always close up to North Carolina, I think it was really then that, you know, we really got to know each other. Over those 4 years, you got to know my family. I started to truly love you like a brother, unlike anything we ever had. We saw each other at their best of times and worst of times. And honestly, through it all, we celebrated together, we laughed together, we cried together, we mourned together. That's really when I felt close to her. Not only that, we would ask each other's advice. As much as I'm afraid to admit, I trusted this guy's opinion. And when it came to dating, it was no exception. And so when I would start dating a new girl, I would bring her around and be like, Kurt, what do you think? Nod of approval or now get out, get out. And for the most part, he had a pretty good explanation for it. He did good, except for one particular time. I was dating a fiery little Costa Rican girl, and she was great. She was great for a while. But the relationship didn't quite end up as you would hope. But it's okay, because some good came out of that. Because one day when I was hanging out at the pool with my girlfriend at the time and my buddy Kurt, she decided to call her friend at the pool and then happened to be married to each So some good definitely came out of that. So as you can see, with 7 years living under the same roof, obviously being involved in each other's relationships, lives, we had a lot of experiences together. And with those experiences, I learned a lot of life lessons. And I'm going to share a few of those now. One is always keep your head on a swivel. You need to be totally aware of your surroundings, and you need to react appropriately in a quick situation. I don't think there's a better example of this than the game that Kurt likes to play, which is Eat Bush. Eat Bush is a game where if you're walking alongside Kurt, he looks at you and says, Eat Bush, and before you have time to react, he pushes you into a bush. He's kind of a jerk. But this game, it wasn't just Eat Bush, it involved you eat sign, eat tree, and one night, eat printer. Printer. I'm not even joking. We get open to the bar, I come around the corner, and he's like, ah, throws a printer at me, like, what are you doing? You're crazy. All true stories. So again, make sure you keep your head on the swivel, especially if you're around this guy. You never know what's going to happen. Page 3, hold on, bear with me. So, yeah, I know, right? I'm sorry. So, the next one, situational awareness. Man, it's iPhone 6, you can't trust it. Make sure you are always aware of your surroundings. Make sure you're aware of the situation around you and how you're playing into that situation. So this story involves the end of our freshman year of college, when we're all trying to move out of the dorms. And as we're doing so, we're getting this thick smoky smell accumulating on the 14th floor, T14. And so we finally realized that the smell was coming from Kurt's room. And we're all in there, we're looking, we can't figure it out. And so eventually, the fire alarms go off, we have to get out of there, and we head downstairs. And this time, Kurt's actually moving pretty quickly. That doesn't happen a lot. This guy doesn't really move. And so I'm like, what's he getting out there for? And I realized that we walk outside, and there's a really angry fireman in a fire truck laying on the horn while this green topaz is blocking the fire lane. So sure enough, Kurt has to go run and get his car on the fire lane to allow the people to go up to his room to find the towel that he left on a lamp that was smoldering and causing the potential fire in the house. That boy, he killed it. Alright, 2 more lessons, bear with me. This next one is always use the right tools for the given situation. And this goes back to, again, actually this is going to be junior year of Western Illinois, where we had our own house. We had a big party going on in the basement, we were playing beer pong, guys and girls dancing, trying to, having a great time. And out of nowhere, a giant brown bat comes flying into the room, in the basement. We're talking 8-foot ceilings, they're circling all around the head, everyone's freaking out. Girls are diving under the tables to get away from it. Naturally, the bat's scared, so the bat also goes under the table to get away from us, and girls come running out, screaming and frantically. It's right around this time where Kurt's like, I'm man of action, and I'm going to take it. And he scans the room for ideal weapons to battle a bat. And he passes up all the good ones, like pillows and blankets and a tennis racket. I don't really think we had a tennis racket for the sake of the story, we had a tennis racket. And he grabs a 7-iron, a golf club. We've all seen the iron on a golf club. He starts whipping this thing around like Tiger Woods on crack. 6 or 7 holes in our wall later, and a perfectly healthy bat still flying around. Kurt tuckers himself out. Needless to say, his attempt didn't quite work. So that being said, know the situation, always be using the correct tools. And the final lesson that I have really comes from watching you in your relationship with married couple. And it really comes down to when you have something that you truly appreciate and you truly love, you don't let it go. You fight for it. So let's face it, this relationship was a fight. It's an uphill battle. There's significant cultural differences from a guy from rural Illinois and a girl from Puerto Rico. But you guys have this mutual love. It's strong. You want to be with each other. You fought through it. A weaker couple probably wouldn't have made it. A couple that didn't love each other as much probably would have given up. But you two fought through it. I think that's incredibly beautiful. So, I'm going to wrap it up. Kurt, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart, man. I want to thank you for being loyal, friendly, you've always been. You've always been there for me. I truly do love you like a brother. I
And I want to thank you for all the good times we've had, because we've had a lot. And actually, as I was just preparing this speech, I was reminiscing all those good times that we had. And it made me sad that we don't get to do those anymore. Whether it be taking it and playing jumping catch at the Avery Close Pool, grilling out giant bags of potatoes with the MC State guys, Bear Sundays at Ruckus, Buffalo Brothers, trips to Charleston, brewery hopping, running back to Raleigh, fishing Sharon Harris, Lake Argyle, NC State and WIU tailgates, playing catch with a wide up piece of paper in the broadcast department of our federal work study job. Countless parties, including the Dome Juice Night, 3.2 Calhoun, and dressing up like 1985 Bears, and we're all guys probably. Last year this way. Oh, and at that time you blew up a 12-pack of dark beer in the living room of our apartment. That was a great one too. But brother, it all adds up to some amazing times, some incredible memories that I truly do cherish. Over these years, I've gotten to know you for the loyal, outstanding person that you are. And you may be stubborn, you may be occasionally opinionated, and a bit brash at times. But my God, I love you the way you are. Kelly, that's my guy, and that's my dude. Please take care of him, because you both know he can't take care of himself. I am so happy that you found someone so caring and loving, and that it's so fun to be around, to look at the good times you hold. Please don't ever change, and please continue to love him unconditionally, which I know is a giant ass.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, believe me, I know. And Turp, always treat Mary each other like the queen that she is. She's an amazing person. Always be patient, always be kind, and make sure that you tell her you love her every single day. Because you two are deserving and fortunate enough to have a love that is this perfect. And some people go their entire lives searching for a connection that is as strong and as beautiful that you two have. Because truthfully, all we know in life is that we find something that fills us in the same way as you two fill each other. So with that, I ask you to raise your glasses. Got one more trick. Por favor, damas y caballero, para brindar por los novios.
You want me to watch them?
Hang on. Let us toast a lifetime of love and happiness to the bride and groom. Stop it.
Now get this thing away from me. All right. Who wants it? Who's next? I'm gonna freestyle. Thank you.